The number of refugees fleeing Ukraine topped 4 million this week, an unfolding humanitarian crisis, and for many, a desperate decision to leave home behind and face the uncertainty of starting over. And some who already made their own escape are now helping fellow refugees. Here's ABC's Ashin Singh reporting from Poland.
Here in Krakow, we're about 150 miles from the Ukraine border, and it's one of the many European cities being inundated with Ukrainians trying to flee the war. As the refugee count exceeds millions, it's worth noting that the newest wave of refugees left following the invasion, many of them suffering the effects of war firsthand. Here in the city's main square, you hear just as much Ukrainian as Polish these days.
What does it take to recreate a life in the shadow of a war?
It's been on a day-by-day basis, reconfigure and try to understand our lives, to be honest.
Juan Tech and his wife Alyana are finding out, trying to build a new normal for their son in a foreign land.
It was nice to cross into Poland. Now we're safe, but it felt terrible. It felt like, yeah, we're safe. Thank God we're safe. But what about everybody else? We felt, privileged. We felt blessed and lucky, yeah. So we figured we need to do something about it.
With survival comes a new mission.
So we're at the train station near a refugee center.
Ukrainian refugees holding out their hands to lift one another up.
We just felt that helping others was the right thing to do in our hearts.
Turning foreign lands into temporary sanctuaries.
All the kids here, look, say hi. We got Sanam, and we got two good boys over here.
At the Polish border with Ukraine, there is a seemingly endless flow of people. But this wave, increasingly coming over carrying shopping bags full of clothes instead of luggage. Here at the Przemyśl train station, relief and confusion mingle.
As millions of Ukrainians leave the country, this train stop in Przemyśl, Poland is actually their first stop out of the country. You have this sign to my left that reads in Polish and Ukrainian, and it says, "You're safe here."
As we talk to these families, it becomes clear that while the little kids know something is wrong, it's the teenagers who genuinely understand what's happening.
Мы сначала не хотели уезжать.
And did any of your friends end up staying back?
Некоторые.
15-year-old Anna has been on the road for more than 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. You painted this? This is beautiful.
This young artist forced to hide her work, hoping it will survive Russian bombs.
Пока все не закончится. Когда все закончится, мы уедем домой.
Я вернусь, конечно же, после войны. Это моя... Я там родился, почему мне уезжать навсегда?
14-year-old Ali is from Kyiv, traveling with his mom, brother, and sister. He's a few years too young to fight. Men 18 or older are barred from leaving Ukraine.
Если бы мне было хотя бы лет, знаете, 19-20, я бы пошел в оборону в Украине.
Это очень грустно. Да, детство мое закончилось. И да, из-за войны тем более.
Alexandra is from Kharkiv, an area hit hard by Russian forces. Her plea for Americans?
Выходите на митинги, пожалуйста, за Украину, чтобы это уже побыстрее прекратилось. Очень хочется домой, хочется, чтобы не умирали люди. Это самое страшное.
Like so many of those families back at Przemyśl, Juan and his wife Alyana had a rich, happy life in Ukraine. He's an American English teacher from Los Angeles. She works in IT, but that life was ripped apart when the sound of bombs reached their doorstep.
I'm just really upset with this whole situation, We had a home here, and they come and destroy it.
I felt a lot of grief because we felt like we were leaving our home, our things. Tomislav's idea of what was family, what was home.
You guys are in the middle of picking up the pieces of your own life.
Yeah.
Why help others right now?
First of all, it was needed for us too. We were just constantly watching news. We had to stop doing it And it wasn't helping anyone, so we need to do something about it.
At least Tomislav will be able to say, my parents were doing these amazing things. I want to make sure that Tomislav in the future will have inspiring stories to tell about us. So I'm picking up some stranded refugees just right outside the border with Ukraine. All right, mission halfway completed. I picked up Julia, her daughters, Sasha and Genia.
Instead of looking for full-time work, Juan and Ollana have thrown themselves into refugee resettlement.
I got official permission to pick up refugees from the border.
Providing refuge to those seeking sanctuary from the devastation they left behind in Ukraine.
Thank you very much.
Here's Leona and the grandma. It wasn't until we stayed here for the first night that I was able to sleep properly. And then we said, we got to help others to get to this. They need their space too. Maybe they need to cry. And believe it or not, 3 or 4 days after that, they're not only able to help themselves, but they're also ready to help others. And it's just incredible.
Nastya Fedko and her 4-year-old son Maxim fled Ukraine just over 3 weeks ago. Driven from their home of Zaporizhia after Russia's shelling attack on the nuclear plant there, forced to leave Nastya's mother and husband behind.
Mission number 9 underway with little Maxim here and Nastya.
Juan and Ollana found Nastya and her son temporary housing after the pair traveled more than 1,000 miles over the course of a week.
Несмотря на все это, он постоянно спрашивает, вот сегодня даже спрашиваю, мама, мы с тобой едем в Украину? Я говорю, нет, сыночек, к сожалению, пока что мы с тобой не едем в Украину, нам там до сих пор пока что опасно.
Instead, Nastya is building a new life for her and her son here in Poland, for now. Today, Juan and Ollana are taking them to their new home, an Airbnb donated by a stranger looking to help in any way he could.
Ой, I feel so great. Алена с Хуаном просто... Я помню этот момент, когда я на железнодорожном вокзале... Боже мой, как прекрасно, что здесь кто-то знает мое имя, что я наконец-то не одна.
What you guys have been through, what so many, what millions of people are going through right now, to see Maxim running here and turning on YouTube and Nastya have that sigh of relief. What's that like?
It's beautiful. It's people. It's the power of people. It's the power of wanting to help.
A few hours away, American mother Wendy Farrell is extending her hand to dozens of Ukrainian children.
So right now we are in a little mountain resort about an hour south of Krakow here in Poland.
Farrell is the founder of the 1U Project, a nonprofit that funds a private home for these children, many of them orphans. In 2013, she adopted her oldest daughter from Ukraine.
I felt like the Lord was telling me that my work in that beautiful country was not done.
The home staff and all 31 kids escaped safely to Poland. But Farrell is now trying to get emergency visas to temporarily bring everyone to the United States. So far, they're stuck in limbo, told the process could take months.
We are like family to them. While they have been so well taken care of here in Poland, this is still a foreign country to them.
And are you hearing that from the kids that want to be in the U.S.?
Yes, they all are tired of living out of suitcases. They don't feel like this is a permanent solution. They want to be with us.
Я маю плани поїхати в Америку, а там буду продовжувати моє життя.
15-year-old Oksana and her 17-year-old brother Miroslav are ready for the trip. But ultimately, they want to return to Ukraine.
Oh.
Do you like to sing too?
Серце приповняла і ненависть до Путіна, того самого. Ненависть приповняла до тих загарбників. Я дуже люблю Україну, це моя держава.
Коли я кажу, що я хочу в Україну повернутися, я розумію, що це поки неможливо, але я б дуже туди хотів.
They're not just faceless children. They're not just numbers or statistics. They each have their own story. Each of their lives are valuable and they're important, and they need people to champion their cause and to be their voice because they are voiceless.
Still ahead, the unseen, Ukraine's marginalized refugees.
I'm not a criminal, and they treated me like a criminal.
One trans woman's harrowing escape.
I saw 2 military men with guns, and I ran for my life.
Fleeing more than just war. Stay with us.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.